Hi, it's Jennifer from the Institute for Heart-Centered Resolution. You know, you may have heard the saying, attitude is everything. Well, single parents especially need to check in and build some positive, supportive environments to help keep their lives, their attitudes, and their well-being in harmony. After all, you're accomplishing the job that was really meant for two. You know, I'm a single parent too, and so I wanted to share with you today my 7 very best tips for single parents. And these tips have worked for me to connect with my kids, diffuse arguments, build their self-esteem, and just simply allow them to be kids. So number 1, attitude produces results. No matter how you became a single parent, let's begin by agreeing to let go of any negative stereotypes about single parenting and start fresh. Because you know what? Single parents raise great, well-adjusted kids too. Remember, attitude is everything, and your kids are watching. They are watching you, hearing you, and mimicking your beliefs, values, and expectations about your current life as well as your future. And from a very young age, your children are unconsciously learning your attitude. So you really have to ask yourself, is my attitude one that's worth learning? If not, now's a great time to choose a new path. I mean, the future is still unpaved, so go for it. Number 2, be present with your kids. If coupled parents experience overwhelm, this is far too easy to become a repetitive state for single parents. Sadly, not much is accomplished in overwhelm except high emotions and anxiety for everyone involved. Being present with your kids is really crucial for this. Not only do your children most likely have limited time with you, but it's our job to make those moments as enriching and deeply connected as we can. Focus here on quality, not quantity. You can make more impact in 5 minutes spent totally focused, present, and interested in your child than you can in 2 minutes spent in just the same room. Be curious about what's important to your child. Be inquisitive like they are the most fascinating person alive. And practice placing 100% of your energy on your child, even just for 5 minutes, and watch how they open up to you. Their energy will shift and relax. You will feel closer, and they will feel genuinely loved. Number 3, no is okay. Permissiveness can sometimes be a single parent's trap. Guilt or competition drives you to be the friendly parent and say yes as much as you can. First of all, parents, guilt is an emotion of the past. So work on your relationship with guilt and keep it out of your parenting. Second, if you do get sucked into the competitive mode with a former spouse, then you are limiting yourself to only be as good as their best effort. And come on, you're better than that. So be creative and you'll never have to compete. Your children need you to have clear, concise boundaries. Your job is to enforce those boundaries in a loving way. And you know what? It's your child's job to test those boundaries. Testing boundaries is both natural and developmental. It is certainly not personal. Why? Because every time you enforce a specific boundary, you are sending a message to your children about your values, your level of confidence as a single parent, and the basic rules of life. In return, your children learn to respect your boundaries, and they will most likely share similar values to you. Plus, they'll end up feeling more secure and stable. Number 4, a little play goes a long way. When was the last time that you were totally silly? What about all-out goofy? I mean, does it require a trip to Disneyland for you to really laugh and play? Laughter and play can be a powerful way to create a significant bond with your kids. Where are your kids learning that life is to be enjoyed? It's precious. Our troubles will never cease, and neither will theirs. Yet our happiness shouldn't cease either. One of the best practices I've had with my kids when I notice that I'm getting too stressed is I'll try to consciously go to a silly place instead. I'll put on a song or dance wildly or make funny faces or crack an unexpected joke. And in a split second, the whole energy in the house shifts because I shifted. And my kids are watching and they're learning from me. It's not that my problems have gone away, but sometimes a hearty giggle really lessens the weight of life's challenges. Number 5, say what you mean and mean what you say. I've witnessed far too many parents desperate to find some sort of means to motivate, force, or coerce their children to behave in a certain way. They make bribes or hedge their bets on their kids, and they lose. Not only do the parents lose long term, but so do the children. In effect, a bribe says, I don't know how to get you to do what I want you to do, so I'll pacify the situation until I do. The child loses because they haven't been held accountable for their actions, and they haven't learned natural, logical consequences, nor have they learned to do the right thing because it's the right thing. Intrinsic motivation, that motivation that comes within versus externally, as in a bribe, has been lost. The benefit to your children when you stick to your word is that they develop trust in you. They develop trust in their surroundings and trust in life. And there's great safety and security in that. They will also learn that if your word is law, then so should theirs be. And they will grow to respect that and model that themselves. Only say what you can live with and then stand by it. Number 6, create rituals and traditions. For many of us, as we think back across our lives, the clearest memories that we have are those that were repeated. We innately love tradition. It's soothing, it comforts us, and it is most easily stirred in our recollection. This is great for single parents to take advantage of because we have less time with our kids to make an impression. And I really have found that there are 3 critical times each day that you're with your kids where you can leverage this time. Those times are when the kids wake up, when you first see them again when they come home from school, and right before they go to bed at night. In fact, I know one mom who would sing her children awake every morning with the same happy song, and the grown children today still ask her to sing it. I tell my kids every morning as they exit the car for school, "You are great," and they finish, "Beyond measure," because for a long time I would tell them, "You are great beyond all measure," every single morning. So rituals and traditions can really create an emotional bond between the two of you that your child will find great comfort in. And finally, number 7, be okay with good enough. You know, some years ago, after seeking the right answers to parenting, I adopted a philosophy that has served me well and really prompted a multitude of teachable moments for my children. The philosophy is that we are all doing our best, even when it appears that we are not. Now, this alone could be discussed in an entire book. However, it's really impacted me and helped to create a space of forgiveness and compassion, not only for myself, but for my kids. And sure, I can be hard on myself when I lose it with the kids and then I regret it. We've all been there. And I know I'm capable of better. But how I react to my own mistake is what I am teaching in the moment to my children. Am I teaching them to recognize the error, apologize, decide what needs to be shifted in the future, and then forgive myself and move on? Or do I beat myself up, never humble myself to my children, and secretly admonish my own worthiness as a parent? I am not perfect all the time. This whole principle is an acceptance of what is and a letting go of what is not yet. So there you go. Those are my 7 best tips for single parents. You can read the entire full article where I go into more detail, and you can also learn more about our programs at divorcecoaching.com. For today, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.